Hey guys, Liliana here with a quick read for you guys from the Dragon Wisdom and the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. On the bottom of the deck with the Dragon Wisdom, we have gratitude. So your dragons are reminding you to stay in that space of gratitude, most definitely. Gratitude over attitude. And underneath that, your prayers, they have heard them and they have been working on them. And also we've got this Merlin energy. So, the magic is happening behind all of the scenes, right? You're moving away from fear. You've realized that fear does not serve you, and fear is the lie. You have been kind of challenged to express yourself in the past, but you're understanding now that your personal power and who you are, your authentic self, is really your power, right? It's really, that divine nature of who you are, and there's no changing that. You are the rose, the divine rose, and you are blooming now that you have gone through a lot of these lower dimensional lessons from this 3D planet. We'll go ahead and get some Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards here. That you're moving past fear, and your manifestations in the past may have been built a lot more from fear, and now you're working a lot more out of the higher dimensions of love and light and abundance. You're realizing that you have a choice to either live in that fear or, push past and beyond fear, and then that's the only way that you'll actually feel and receive that success that you have been working on, right? And that's kind of like you're stepping into your Merlin magician energy, changing those thoughts from fear to positivity. And, you are enabling yourself now in order to be able to succeed, in a lot higher timeline, a lot, different perspective than what you had worked from before. So you may have had a really challenging, childhood, and, a lot of programming, negative programming that you dealt with from childhood, but you're understanding that just because you were programmed a certain way doesn't mean you have to be a certain way and live that way, right? And you're understanding the power of yourself and the power of loving yourself more, accepting yourself for who you are, right? At your core. So we've also got, yes, whatever from the past, despondence, whatever, depression or low mood or, lower vibrational timelines that, you have had, those are dissipating now with all the work that you've put in. We've got the solar plexus here, and that's all about our personal willpower, our self-control, our self-confidence, and how we interact with others. So you have brought in a lot of balance here lately, and you are moving out of those lower timelines into a much higher timeline of, accepting who you are and having the gratitude and knowing that, what presents in this 3D element here on Earth plane is actually the facade. And so you are working on building your kingdom with, your higher selves, your God self, the angels and the ancestors. You are working on becoming more independent in your power and trusting your truth, trusting your intuition. So guys, I hope this message finds you well. Much love. Peace out. If you'd like to book a session with me, sweetliliana70@gmail.com. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Mwah.